Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar. This is Big Discussions 76 Sports. First of all, please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe to my channel. Actually, this is not so much a video as it is a podcast. I decided to go back to the podcast non-cammed up format for this particular offering. This offering is impromptu and last minute. I did not get up this morning thinking I was going to create this. I decided not to cam up for a couple of reasons. One of them is that I need a bit of a shave. It's about that time. But I also just decided that I would do a podcast format. I think this is a quick and dirty way to do this on my lunch break. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to bring this in. I didn't bring us in with the Victors or Let's Go Blue because this is more of a general announcement about Big Ten football. So this covers the entire Big Ten. This was brought to my attention by my buddy Aleem Abdul Gaines, who in my text group, I call him affectionately sometimes the Minister of Information, because he's always crawling and combing social media and the news and bringing us new and up-to-date information. I have my day job, I have my blogging platform, I'm writing, shooting my own videos, so I don't always have time to capture what's new and what's breaking. So he presented this article this morning in our text group, and I'm going to read it here. It's short, and it's discussing the upcoming Big Ten football season. So another reason I didn't bring us in with the Victors or Let's Go Blue. YouTube hasn't copyright claimed my videos up to this point regarding our beloved songs, but and I hope they don't, but you never know. So that's another reason why I didn't do that. So I'm going to read an article here. It's from ESPN, and it's a short article. I'm going to leave it in the description box below. The article is entitled Big Ten to start 10-game conference slate on September 3rd. Michigan, Ohio State to be played on October 24th. That's interesting. So they're moving the game up. This was written by Adam Rittenberg, who is an ESPN senior writer, and it's timestamped 9:03 a.m. Eastern Time, I guess, this morning. So the article reads, the Big Ten will play a 10-game conference-only schedule that begins Labor Day weekend and includes ample flexibility, the league announced Wednesday morning. Each team has 2 open weeks, and the schedule has 4 weeks built in to reschedule games, including a league-wide open week on November 28th. The model allows for opening games on the weekend of September 3rd to the 5th to be moved to September 12th, September 19th, or September 26th through strategic sequencing. The regular season is set to wrap up on November 21st, and the league championship game is set for December 5th, with the ability to move back to as late as December 19th. Michigan and Ohio State will face each other on October 24th, the first time since 1942 that the rivals will not play at the end of the regular season. The Indiana-Purdue game, pitting rivals from opposite divisions, will take place November 21st. So if we go belly up once again against Brutus, the Buckeye, I guess the Thanksgiving break won't be so bad this year because we'll get our comeuppance in October. Unless we magically win the game somehow this year. Big Ten teams can open preseason training camp Friday or earlier, depending on the date of their first game. Ohio State will open camp Thursday. Commissioner Kevin Warren, in an interview with the Big Ten Network, reiterated that there's no guarantee that sports will be played this fall. It would be purely speculation for me to sit here today and say that this is the percent chance I think we'll have a season, Warren told the Big Ten Network. I look forward to hopefully one day being able to turn around and say we did everything we could in the Big Ten to keep our student athletes healthy and safe. The first and last week of the regular season will feature exclusively cross-division games. Week 10, or November 7th, will feature exclusively East Division games except for Illinois at Rutgers. And Week 11, November 14th, will feature exclusively West Division games. The Big Ten announced medical protocols including twice weekly testing for COVID-19. The league will use a third-party laboratory to conduct centralized testing and consistency in surveillance and pre-competition testing. The Big Ten, on July 9th, became the first FBS conference to reveal a general scheduling model, saying that all of its fall sports, including football, would operate with a league-only slate. But the league had held off on announcing specifics for football as it evaluated medical information about the coronavirus pandemic. Maryland announced Wednesday that it was preparing to begin the season without spectators in attendance. But it is our hope that we may be able to welcome some fans to home games as the season progresses and health conditions permit. So there we are. It looks like we're going to move forward with something. I did a live with a guest on this channel last Saturday, BGS Ib Moore, and both of us were talking about how we hadn't heard anything. We talked about how they could potentially pull this off, and I commented that keeping our student athletes protected and as safe as possible should be of the utmost priority, and it looks like they are going to do that. It looks like they have testing protocols in place, and it looks like Maryland is gonna attempt to play as well. Over on Steve Dace's channel, the Michigan podcast, about a month or so ago, he had announced that Maryland would likely pull out because of its geographic location, and at that point, I think it was a coronavirus hotspot. It looks like Michigan and Ohio State are gonna, if everything goes ahead and there are no major catastrophes or viral outbreaks, it looks like they're gonna match up in late October, which is interesting. My buddy also sent the Michigan football schedule, and I'm going to read this off just briefly, team by team. So it looks like on September 5th, we're playing Purdue. On September 12th, we have Minnesota. On September 19th, we have Penn State. On September 26th, Rutgers. October 3rd, we link up with Sparty, or Little Brother, or Cal U, whichever you prefer. October 17th, we have Indiana in our house. No, I'm sorry, we're at Indiana. On October 24th, we play Ohio down in the Snake Pit. On October 31st, we have Wisconsin coming into the Big House. On November 7th, we have Maryland coming into the Big House. And then our regular season ends on November 21st at Northwestern. So there you have it. So everyone watch the news. I will be watching for Big Ten and Michigan updates and reporting on those here on Big Discussions 76 Sports. So I'll be looking for any updates on Michigan football and what Jimmy says and what Josh Gaddis says and what Dr. Defense says, and looking to see who wins the quarterback battle, and just keeping my fingers crossed that they're able to pull this off and that the student athletes will remain safe and healthy. I think that it's been critical to see that the NBA and the WNBA have started, and so far they've kind of gone on with a few issues. It's still early. I think containment, not just for the football teams and the coaches and the trainers, will be key, but also all of the support staff around the football team is going to be critical, and also making sure it's going to be critical that the student athletes don't do something stupid like what the LA Clippers Lou Williams did. I think making sure they don't do anything stupid that will put themselves or their teammates in jeopardy. I think that's going to be key. And it's tricky because these are 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21-year-olds. And as I said on my interview with BGS Ibmore, year in and year out, you hear about DWIs, and you hear about some of these guys getting into domestic disputes with their girlfriends. You hear about fights at the bar. You hear about all these different things that these young people, even though they know that they shouldn't get into these things, they somehow still find a way to get into these things. So let's keep our fingers crossed that this thing can go through to the end. Whether or not it's Michigan in that championship game. Let's keep our fingers crossed that the whole season is able to be played out and that the student athletes are able to be kept safe, and that we have football for this fall, or should I say college football. Let's just keep our fingers crossed that the entire thing goes through. I don't know. At the end of the article, Maryland said that they want to at some point allow fans to come in. But until the fans can come in, let's also keep our fingers crossed that the bands can go in there at some point. Because part of the college football experience is hearing the fight song and hearing the drummers drumming and the horns blowing and those kinds of things. So I'm going to stop this offering here. There's going to be another video coming up announcing a live Michigan football hangout right here on Big Discussions 76 Sports. In that video, I discussed uncertainty, but right now, uncertainty regarding the season going forward. But right now, we do have some certainty. So I'm going to stop this here. Thank you for listening. Please like this video. Please share it. And please subscribe to my channel. Go blue. And as always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care, and I'll talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.